Welcome back, champions. Today we're talking about the prediction that I made for Bitcoin some point around last month when I said that Bitcoin was going to all-time highs, okay, within one or 2 months. Okay, so currently right now Bitcoin stands at around 109K. Okay, so it just hit all-time highs today. Okay, and this is the chart that I gave about 1 to 2 months ago, and I stated that Bitcoin was going back up to all-time highs when price was around 80K. Okay, so that was when everyone was saying that price was going down into a bear market. Okay, so yeah, right now I actually made a post in Threads and Twitter. So let's just look at the one in Threads first. Okay, so this is the post that I made in Threads some point around April and maybe even earlier than that, where I stated that Bitcoin was going to bottom somewhere around 80K and it's going straight up to 103K. That was my first target. Okay, so just look at the chart right now of Bitcoin. And if you're here already and you really enjoyed this video, you want to learn more about predicting Bitcoin's prices in the future, okay, please like and subscribe this video in my channel in YouTube. Okay, and we'll be covering much more information about this method that I'm using right now. Okay, so let's just talk about this method. So how did I first of all predict that price was going to 90K? That was my first target. Okay, I think that the post was right here in Threads. I think I stated somewhere that yeah, it's going to 90K. Okay, first, then going to 103K next. Okay, so the main reason why is because of this pitchfork here. Okay, as you can see, the method that I'm using to trade Bitcoin is the pitchfork method. Okay, and let's just look at the pitchfork that I'm using. This is a normal pitchfork, so you just need to draw the pivots from A, B, and C. Okay, and you get this kind of sloping downtrend pitchfork. And you notice that when price came up towards the upper parallel of this pitchfork, which is the orange line here, you can see. Okay, so the orange line, price came up, okay, rejected once, twice, 3 times on a failure type of interaction. You can see right here. So this is a failure interaction, okay, and that's a sign of weakness, which then propelled price lower in the next few weeks down towards the 76K. Okay, so when price was around 80K, I made a post. Okay, I think it was even lower than that. Yeah, it was somewhere around here. Yeah, so I stated that price was going back up to the all-time highs. Okay, and the main reason why is because if you notice that when price came down towards the median line, which is this red line here, okay, and price actually showed a slight sign of strength, and you can see that in the form of the distance from the lower parallel. Okay, so the lower parallel is this line over here. Okay, this is the lower parallel, and notice that when price came down towards the median line and the lower parallel, it created a larger distance. Okay, so this is the first distance, and the second distance is here. Okay, notice that the distance is higher than the first, and this is a indication that price was going to turn at this point. Okay, and it actually made another attempt towards the upper parallel again, okay, which is the orange line, and it failed once more. Okay, then it came back down towards the last time it made the bottom, which was around 75K, and that was the very last bottom that it made. Okay, and notice that when it came down, okay, it actually did not even touch the median line. Okay, so unlike the first interaction and the second interaction where it went through the median, okay, the third interaction did not touch the median. And that is also a sign of strength. And this is what I use to predict that price was going back up towards all-time highs. Okay, and first of all, it was going to chop around this box over here. Yeah, talk about this box in Threads, I believe. Okay, so basically it's going to chop in this box. Then it will go back up to all-time highs. Okay, so that was the main thing that I talked about. Why did I predict that Bitcoin was going all-time highs? Okay, so yeah, that's one thing that I made. Also another thing that I want to talk about is the futures data. So in my website over here, I show that there's also signs of buying within the futures markets. So this is actually big institutions buying Bitcoin during the bottom. Okay, so right here, when price came down towards the 77K the first time, okay, notice that in the indicator that I have over here, it shows that there's significant buying, big buying, okay, by a very massive institutional trader over here. Okay, and there's a spike in buying over here. You can see in this green color bar. Okay, so whenever price came down towards the bottom over here, there was a spike in buying. Okay, and the second time it came down, another spike in buying. And this is a sign that this is a major player coming in to buy Bitcoin, and it's a main reason why price basically created a bottom right here. Okay, and notice that this is the bull market. Okay, we are still in the bull market, by the way. So whenever you see buying in the bull market by a big institution, okay, that means it's a continuation signal. Okay, so this is an indicator that I have in my website. If you're interested, you can check it out. Okay, so that's one of the second reason why I believe that Bitcoin was going all-time highs 2 months ago, right? So just some other charts I want to talk about. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you're interested to know about how I predicted Bitcoin will go down to 82K, okay, so that's what I predicted last year. Okay, this is the exact line that I drew, okay, over here, where price will go down to 82K. Okay, I think the post was I made in Twitter over here. Okay, this is a Twitter post that I made, and price I predicted in December last year, so that was like almost 5 to 6 months ago. Okay, the price would drop down to 82K, which it actually went down there. Okay, I think it went down a little bit lower than 82K, maybe around 74K. Okay, but eventually it just bounced back up, right? So if you're interested to know how did I make that first prediction, I think I'll make another video about this this week. Okay, and you can just subscribe to my channel, and I'll post it within 1 or 2 days, right? So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe this my channel in YouTube, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.